All right, good day, guys, and today we're going to be putting a UI on our application. So we've done all the plumbing that is necessary for us to create users, and we're going to create new user page today. I already have the template open here. So if like me, you downloaded the Garo Estate Master template, just open it up in your in VS Code in a different instance of VS Code like this. So I have this VS Code window open for my project, and I have a second one open here, which is the page holding, which is the one holding the UI template that we downloaded. So what we're going to be doing today is we're just going to add the login and the registration page to our application. To do that, I'm going to come into the actual C# project itself. I'm going to start from closing everything and going into source. I'm working on the web project. Come to my controller and add a new controller. So I'll say new C# class. So for this, I'm using an extension. So when I right click here, the reason I have new C# class here and most of you don't is because I'm using an extension. So if you want to use the same extension, click here on your extensions tab. So if you see where I'm clicking, this is your extension tab. It might look a little bit different on yours. And I just want to find the extension I'm using. So you search for C# extension. So when you click extensions, search for C# extensions, you're going to find multiple of them. You should install the one from Just Creative, JOSKREATIV. Install the one from this guy, and then you should be able to right click on the folder and say new C# class or new C# enum or new C# interface. Now I just want to create a new C# class. I'll call it accounts controller. So I'm calling this class accounts controller, and sorry, I'm going to inherit from controller as usual. So my controllers always inherit from controller. Add the using statements, and I'm going to go ahead and create the action for. I'm going to create the controller action for my login page. So public I action results login. So this is the one that will return the view, so it doesn't have to receive anything. I'll click the one for register, public I action result register, then I'll just return a view. Great. So next I need to create the views for these actions that we just created. I'm going to go into my view folder and create a new folder here. So because I created a new account, I need a folder to hold the views for the account. I'll create a view and I'll call it account. Remember, the name needs to match the name of the controller. And then I can create my two views in here. So I'll create a new file, and I'm going to name this file login.cshtml. So this should be the view for login. I'm going to go in and create another one, a new file, and I'll name it register.cshtml. For login, I'm just going to put some HTML here. I'll just say h1, and I'll just put in login page. I just want to confirm that everything works. Give me a second. So this is fine, and I'll put the same thing in the registration page. I'll just change the name. So this is going to have registration page. Great. And I'm going to run this and just confirm that I can hit these pages. So I'm already in my estate.web project here. I'm simply going to say .NET run. Okay, I already have the app running here, so I just need to go to slash account slash register. Okay, nope. Localhost 5001. For some reason, I can't hit slash account slash register. Let's see. I have, oh, so I made a mistake in my spelling for controller. I have COUN, and a lot of times when you have issues with your code, a lot of times it can be just typographical. So it can't, because by convention, all controllers need to end with the word controller. I'm going to rename the file to, so I'll say rename and I'll take out the U. So I have count ruler, and it should be controller. I'm going to have to stop and run the project again. Okay, let's see if the second time we'll do the magic. Okay, so we have 5,000 accounts register, and as I put in the view, let's see. So I put registration page here, and that's what I have here. I'll come to login, and we see that we can reach our login page too. But this is not what we want. What we want is we want our user to be able to see this login page. We want our user to be able to see this page when they navigate to our site. So how do we achieve that? The way to do it is, like I mentioned, I'm going to stop running this application. Sorry. I'm going to stop running this, and then I'm going to come in here and take a look at the HTML. Let's see, let's log in. Okay, so this is the page. This is the page we're looking at. If I copy the link, I'll right click here and say copy path, and I'll take it to the browser. I'm just going to paste it in here, and you see we have this. So this is the page we want to work with. The whole of this part, this upper part I just highlighted, this part should be in the layout page, because this is going to be common on all pages. So this part and this part, the header and the footer, is common on all pages. So I'm going to put it in the layout file. I just need to come to my HTML now and see where is the part of this HTML that needs to be in the layout. And if we look carefully, we can see that this home new account slash sign in, this is in the body of our page, so we don't want it in the layout file. I just realized I did not increase my font, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, great. Hopefully you guys can see better now. I'm just going to confirm I'm still recording properly. Okay, it looks like it. Alright, great. So I'm looking at my HTML and CSS now, and most of this is going to go in my layout page. Though I just need to find out the part of it that should be in the body. Now, if you look, all of this is still parts of the header. So this is the menu. I want all of this in my layout file, and then this is the end of the nav bar. Okay, I believe this is where our page should end. So this is where the layout bit of it should end, and then all the code from here, from the end of the nav bar, all of the code from here is the code that should go in the individual page in our login page. So I'm simply going to collapse this, so I'll get a better look at the code. I'll collapse this register area bit of the code too, and I see that the rest of the code I have left here is the footer area. So I'm just going to take everything from here to the top of the page. I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to come to my my C# project. I'll come into shared and open up my layout. First thing I'll do is I'll highlight everything here, and I'll just comment it out. So to comment it out, I can go to, I believe, edit, and I'll say toggle block comments, and everything is commented out. So I'm not deleting it because there are things we're going to need from here. I'm simply going to paste in what I copied. After pasting that in, there's an important part I need to copy. I need this render body, so I'll take render body, and then I'll bring it down here. So render body is a part of our razor syntax that pulls in other bits of code or other pages into our layout. So I'll put render body here, and then I'll come back to my templates. Remember, I want the footer too. So this is where the footer starts. I'll take the entire footer and I'm going to paste it after render body. Okay, and that's it. Let's take a look. Of course, we need to bring in the style. So this site has its own style. To bring in the style, I'm going to look at, so we have the CSS, font, image, JS, etc., etc. Let's see how. So we see that all of the CSS and all for this site starts from the assets folder. I'm going to copy the whole assets and the bootstrap folder from here and take it into my project. I just need to I'll right click here and say reveal in explorer, reveal in file explorer, because I want to copy the entire folder. I'm going to copy both the assets and the bootstrap folder. I'll just copy both of them, and then I want them in my new project. So in the web project, I want to paste them into the www root folder. I'm simply going to collapse some of this. So I want them in this folder. So I'll just right click here and I'll say reveal in explorer, and I'll open it up and just paste it there, right? Awesome. So I have that pasted in there. I can just come back here to my layout file and do some replacements. Now I need, if I run this like this currently, I won't be able to view any of the sites in my, so the style won't show properly. Give me a second. I think there's a, so if we run this currently, it won't work properly, and I'll show you why. I'm going to .NET run. Alright, so we can see that it's running. I'm going to come back to the web and try to hit the login page, and I see even though it has a Garo estate and all of our menus, they're all looking all over the place, so it means the styles are not working. And if we go ahead and look in our console, so I'll say I clicked here, more tools, I'll say there's local tools. We can see that it can't find a lot of things, so most of the links to our fonts and all of that, it's, so it can't find a lot of things. We have a lot of error here. It's saying here we can't find the JavaScript or the CSS files you're telling us is on this page, and the reason that is happening is because in C# we need to tell it where to find those files from, and we just need to all we have to do is add this tilde sign and slash in front of most of these links, and then that way it knows where exactly to find this thing. So if you have a link here, just add a tilde and slash. So it's called the tilde sign. It's just under your escape key. I'm going to go ahead and add it for the rest of this. I'll just copy it so I don't have to type it out every time. I can just paste, Ctrl V, Ctrl V, Ctrl V, just paste it in. And there's a way to add stuff to multiple lines. So in VS Code, I think if you hold Control and Shift, you can hit Alt and Shift. I can't remember which one exactly it is. Okay, yeah. So if you hold Alt, the Alt and the Shift key, so drop your cursor somewhere, hold Alt and Shift, and drag down, and you can edit multiple lines. So I'm just going to Ctrl V here to put this on multiple lines. Let's see. we can just go through the rest of our code, see if there's any styles missing. So for here to, we need to put the same thing here. Um, so we need the same thing here. And everywhere you have a link, it just makes sense for you to add that bit. If not, that link won't work. I'll just continue all the way down. I think there's some links in the footer. Yep, so I have one here. Now you want to actually go through slowly and replace all of them, because anyone you don't replace once, it will make the page look, as Mark would say, wonky. Let's see, all of this is fine. So we have some more here. I'm going to do the multi-line thing here. Okay, this looks good. Let's rerun our app and see what it looks like now. Okay, so we see we have fewer errors, although we still can. So we missed one, footer logo.png, but we have fewer errors, and we see that our page is coming together. We even have login page. Remember that we haven't added our markup to the login page yet, but let's fix this the error. So it's still saying, hey, we can't find an image on the footer. So it says, where is it? Oh, actually, you can find, fail to load resource, footer logo.png. Okay, so we have a footer logo.png that isn't showing up. I'm simply going to come back here in my C# project and just search for footer logo. Okay, so here it is. This is the one that we didn't add it here. And if I return to the browser, I don't know if I have to restart the app. Okay, yes, I do need to restart the app for that update to work. Let's see. All right, it's good now. So we see, oh, we have some things here that shouldn't be. Let's go back and see what they are. Oh, I'm not sure how this got here. I'll just remove them. I probably mistakenly pasted them in some way. So if you have that, I'm taking this off because I have these things on the bottom of my page that I don't know where they came from. I don't remember pasting them in. Once again, I'll go run my program. Let's see. This time I think everything should be fine. Okay, yeah. Now we just have to add the logic for the login page. And when I copied stuff from this page, I ignored the middle of the page, so I only copied all to the nav, and then I skipped the whole center and came to the footer. Now this is the center part, this entire register area, and this page head part. I'm not going to copy this, so I'll just copy this out, and I'm going to come to my layout page. I'm going to come in here. I'll come to my account page, the login page, and I'm going to replace login page with this markup. I'll stop it. I'll run it again. And then I'll come to my browser and see if there's a change. And of course there's a change, so I can see I have my entire login page. Now the difference is I have both login and create a new account on the same page, which is not what I want actually. We can decide for it to remain on the same page, or we can separate it if we want. I'm not sure if I should leave it on the same page for the purpose of this demo. We're going to separate it. So we have this on the same page, but we want them on separate pages. So I'm going to look for, so I'm going to remove this part from this page. But before we do that, I'm simply going to take the same markup I put in the login page and put it in the register page. I'm going to stop this. And let's see. So if I come to /register now, so we see we have the same view on the register page. And for the register page, we need to remove the login part, so there's only the new account stuff here. To do that, I'm going to come into, let's start with the login page, and I'll look for the part and sorry, I had to pause to see an email. So yeah, we're going to, so for the login page, we're going to remove this new account part, and we want just the login box here. To do that, we need to, so this is not, it's not magic. We need to go through our code and find the part that is to log in, and it looks like it's this part. So we have a div here, which is called MD6, and it has this whole new account thing going on. So I'm just going to start from removing this div. I'm going to remove this, and I'll save this, and let's run it again and see if we were able to, if our login page is as we want it. Let's see. So I'm going to remove register here and say /login, and we see that we have just the login bits now. Let's see if I can make it a call MD12, see if I can have it center. So this is Bootstrap. If you know Bootstrap, call MD12. I'm going to now run. Okay, this doesn't look very good. You know what, I'm going to change it to 6, and we can just work with this. I'll run it once again. And yeah, we have the login page. For the registration page, you just have to do the same thing. So I'll come to register, and going to, so we want the new account place to remain, and the div we want to remain removed this time is the div for login in. So I'm going to remove this. Let's see. So you need to make sure you know where the div ends, so you don't malform the HTML. So I see this div is starting here and it's ending here, so I need to take out just this div. I hope that's correct. Great, it is. If you remove the wrong div, or if you don't remove it properly, your HTML is going to have issues. So this is logged in, and let's see what register looks like. And this is register, so we have name, email, password. Awesome. Let's add a confirm password to our register. So for the register, I have this password box here. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to say confirm password. Let's see. Stop this, run it again. And we see I now have password and confirm password. I'm going to go ahead and clear these boxes so you can see the page just as it is. So yeah, we've created the UI for our password and confirm password. We're going to leave this video here, and when we in a different video we're going to start to add. Right now if you click on register, it just reloads the register page, nothing happens. So in the next video we're going to actually put in the functionality and help have this all work. Awesome.